Hi, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Rosa, from the Dominican Republic.
Okay, and when did you come to America?
I came to the United States when I was 11 years old, so that's back in 2006.
Why did your family move to America?
Um, we moved to America for a lot of the same reasons why immigrants have, and it has to do with the American dream. We moved here for better jobs and better education.
Is there a reason why your parents decided to come to Providence?
I think New York City was a little too crazy for my parents, so we're very used to the countryside. And while Providence is still a city in comparison to New York, it's a lot smaller and things you can navigate things easier than in New York.
Okay. And what is the biggest difference between the Dominican Republic and the US in your opinion?
Biggest one has to obviously be the weather. Dominican Republic is located in the Caribbean, so it's really hot. It's like tropical heat, so it's not that bad. But like the heat here is like suffocating. It's too hot versus the heat down there, so it's a huge difference. So weather, and I think obviously the culture.
How is adjusting to school in America for you? What was the hardest thing?
Um, Adjusting to school for me was easier than it was for my sisters because my sisters were older when they came, but I still struggled with the language, obviously. So that's just had to be the hardest part of it.
Okay. Were you in ESL classrooms growing up? If so, did your teachers help you? And if they did, how did they help you?
Yeah, I was in ESL for 3 years, and two of my teachers are very helpful. One is kind of not understanding the why learning the language was difficult for me and for my peers. So there was a mix of it.
What are some misunderstandings or stereotypes about your culture that you want to discuss?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think the biggest one as a Latina, I self-identify as Latina, is that we are we came to the United States undocumented, or that we are here to take over, but that's not the truth. I think that we need to look at the history of and the historical discourse of immigration, and just how the Italians and the Irish came in for better opportunities. That's the same reasons why Latinos are here. So I think understanding that even though we're different groups, we're still here for the same dream, the American dream. So we're not here to take over. We're just here for opportunities.
Okay. And my last question is, have you ever been discriminated against?
Yes.
Do you want to share that experience or?
Um, I think I've been discriminated in different ways. Obviously because of the color of my skin, as well as because of language. Like growing up, when I didn't necessarily speak fluently. Um, but I think the big one has to be with like people telling you that you're in college because of affirmative action and not because you deserve to be here, and that's like to me like the most hurtful kind of discrimination I've received.